I am Reina, and 2 years ago I co-founded El Meme with Santiago Salceda, who had founded his first successful project when he was only 15 years old. So he has a very deep understanding on how to create and grow communities. And I've been working for 15 years in media and advertising agencies. I'm a people person and I love to teach and learn. And I came here to talk to you about how we think about the future of media. But first, I want to share with you some numbers about El Meme. We have 1 million unique visitors per month. We have more than 4,000 registered users that write between 10 and 15 stories per day. And how did we get here? There's a problem with this is getting hot. There. Okay. So how did we get there? Here. We are always trying to understand how the trends on media are and how is the future of media. For example, yesterday, okay, I keep going. For example, yesterday, when you wanted to read the sports sections, you had to buy the whole newspaper. Today, you can just follow that vertical on Twitter or even follow a single journalist. Another characteristic of legacy media is their vertical hierarchy, where the publisher will give directions to the editors and the editors will give directions to the writers. And now, in the new media, anyone can write a story and can be read by millions of users. And that has to be with distribution, because for the power of the broadcasting or the distribution of the media had to be with the economic power behind. And today, all the media, like from BBC to a blogger, can show their stories on social networks, and the future of the story has to be almost exclusively with the social factor. But how all this knowledge come together in real life for El Meme? Well, first we built a platform, a very strong and solid one, with our own technology, with a CMS, with all the tools needed for the journalist or any writer that comes along and want to share a story. But now we just need the people. So what we did was inviting a bunch of high-profile users on Twitter and some journalists and some bloggers to sign up and write stories for this new, exciting project to launch in a month. So they came in and they wrote very good stories, and so we launched. And the first week was really awesome. There was a lot of buzz. And we reached 300,000 users on the first month. So the users started to come in, and they started to write stories, but they were not the quality we expected. So what do we do now? Well, we selected, again, you're going to Scott. Anyway, we selected a bunch of new writers, the best of them, and we developed some guides about how to write stories and how to be the stories more engaging and about fact-checking. So we share with them. And after a while, they not only improve their writing, but they are very, very enthusiastic about the whole process. And that was the moment when we started to connect with their intrinsic motivation, because they were all students or just graduated from schools of journalism or communication. And they love the idea to have a place where they can write stories and reach a fair audience. So now we wanted to scale this process, not only for Argentina, but to Mexico and to Colombia and to Venezuela and the whole Latin America. So how do we do this? We started to talk with the people, to every single one of them. And so we implemented a tool that allowed us to have a communication more fluent with our users. We implemented a system of emails that reach them in very different stages of their process with tips and tricks and stories, and also a chat online so they can communicate with our editor to help them to write the stories and have them published. So we passed from 5 users registered per day to 50 or sometimes 100 users per day. So what happened was that we have now a mess, because all the time pop-ups, the saying, help me to write the story, when is it going to get published to my story? So we kept calm. And we created a range of, a system of ranges. And again, we selected the very best writers that were with us from the beginning, and we promoted them to be editors. So now they can chat to the writers and they can help them to get their story published. So now we have very happy users because they can have their editor whenever they want, and they can have their stories published. And we have our new brand editors very, very happy too, because they were just promoted and they can pass what they learned and they can help people. So what we are working now is on a new course, a new e-learning course, so that anyone that wants to write can learn from the basis. And also the professionals of journalism and communication that have all the theoretical knowledge can have a place to test themselves and learn tips and tricks and all the tools that has to be with all the digital new media. That has to be open, social, and decentralized. I hope you all join us. Thank you.